Jai Gurudev, everyone. This morning we had an amazing sharing about sweet love and spicy love. Those who already know my YouTube channel, they have maybe heard that story about the spicy chocolate. And we were discussing about saints and gurus and having a strict guru. I was bringing that into the discussion because, if you are on a spiritual path and you did not have any test until now from your master, you really have to ask yourself why. That can raise some questions. Whether you are not committed enough, so of course the person with whom you are learning cannot test you, because we cannot test someone who is not committed to anything. So maybe you are like a sort of visitor, a tourist. Whether you are already enlightened, so you don't need any tests. Oh, that is that is really funny, and I will put this in between the brackets because it's really a joke. But if you are on a sincere path and the real spiritual path, you will have tests on your path. You will have obstacles. You will be challenged, because this is part of the spiritual process. It is part of the transformation. And the real guru, a real master, will bring you to that and will give you tests. Why? Because such beings are totally free. They are beyond emotions. They are beyond duality. They are beyond pain and happiness. And because you have to become strong, you have to become centered, you have to be able to stand whatever comes, whatever storm comes. And this is why, you have to be like a flexible plant, which is, when the storm is coming, okay, you bend, but you can stand again. And again, we are coming to what we were saying last time, that Krishna is saying, raise yourself by yourself. So whatever comes, you have to be strong enough to stand and raise again. And it's not so easy because, when you are happy, positive, when everything flows, you totally know that. Whatever I'm saying, it's there. You have to be strong and centered. And that real love, has to be unconditional. You have to trust whatever comes, especially if you commit, on a path to a guru who is authentic, that you had, enough experience to know. But just believe me, even after, several gurus and several tests, the way that they are testing you, the way that life is testing you through them, it's totally, different about whatever you could think. It's totally unpredictable. And that is the beauty of the spiritual path and the beauty of authentic gurus who can lead you to transformation through all these tests. But to welcome these tests and to be able to have them, you have to be committed somewhere. So you have to say yes to a path, to a teaching, because it's very easy to be free and be here and there. Whenever you don't like something, you go somewhere else. It's very easy to be committed to gurus who are dead. Why? Because you can do as you want, because you can feel, oh yes, I have this guru who is talking to me. Inside he says this and that, but you are making him speak as you wish. But being with a real master, living one every day, and learning from him and overcoming all the tests, all the changes, because these people are not normal. They are, they are so detached that they can have this freedom to play. This is why we say that they are in playing leelas. Why? Because everything is written somehow. Our life is predestined. You can say whatever you want. Of course, we have our freedom and our free will, but we are going in a direction. There is an evolution which is planned for humanity and for every one of us. So, of course, the Guru knows that. The Guru knows you before you come to meet him. He knows you exactly. He scans you and sees everything in you, and he knows exactly how to work with you and how to push the button of exactly the thing that will make you angry, that will make you shaking. And at those moments you have to be strong. At those moments you have to trust the person guiding you. This is why you have to have a real guide. How to know that is a real guide? You have to know that person long enough and go open-minded to commit somewhere and have time and experiences to know the greatness and the simplicity of your Guru. And it's not so easy. So I really encourage you to do it. At the same time, be flexible, open-minded. Don't worry, nothing will happen to you, because if you are sincere, you will meet a sincere master who can guide you. You can meet someone who is really detached, who doesn't want anything. These pure beings, they don't want anything for themselves. They are just there to help us grow, help us break all our blockages and raise to the consciousness which is already in ourselves, but we are not perceiving by ourselves. This inner voice which knows everything. So, good luck to meet someone like this, and keep listening to my experiences. I met 9 gurus minimum. That is, I'm with the 9th guru right now. 9 is the number of completion. The one who is not only a guru, it is a Sadguru. The Sadguru is the last guru we have, the last master we have, the one who is bringing us to the final realization. And that is an amazing process. And I will share more and more with you. A lot of things are in preparation, because I want to give you the whole story of my spiritual process, and which is not finished. Of course, it's never finished. Even when we go in other lokas, in other plans of consciousness, is never finished. We continue to grow. We continue to experience. Of course, we reached a certain level. We reached a stability, but we have to continue to explore. So, if you didn't discover yet my story about the spicy chocolate and sweet chocolate, you can go on YouTube and search for it. The only thing I can say at the end of this podcast is that love is spicy as well, and we know that because a real mother, will also be strict with the child, and the real master will also be strict, because we'll push this button of that which has to be transformed. So at that moment we don't like, because we have expectations. We want everything to be like La Vie en Rose, the sweet fantasy in which, the Guru is as we wish, and he's only sweet and beautiful and charming. But the real Guru is tough as well. It's strict, and you have to prepare yourself for that. If you really want to go until the end of the spiritual path, which is never ending, but at the same time, to go to until a level where you are transformed, you are polished, you have to go through this suffering, in brackets. It's not a suffering. It's a suffering only because we have that illusion of suffering. So you have to be tough as well, and to trust, know that love is based on trust. This is the ingredient on which you have to base your love, on trust. And if you have trust, you will cross the nice moments and the painful moments. Painful for our ego, for our personality, which doesn't want to be shaped, which is like a wild horse, you know. And I remember something from some discussions with my old brothers and sisters from another path, that we were saying that even a sculpture, you know, to have a nice sculpture of a deity, you have to sculpt it. So of course we can say that that it's painful, you know, but how beautiful it is at the end. So it's the same thing with us. We have to go through challenges. If you don't have a guru, you will go through the challenges given by life. Whatever is your situation, wherever you are, just know that this will also pass, as Buddha was saying, you know. This will also go. It is just temporary, because you have to go to a new state of consciousness. And we go through ups and downs. You know, even for a tree, you know, to have these beautiful flowers, this water has to go down to the roots and up again. And it's this movement up and down. It's normal on the spiritual path, until you reach that stability, which will make you cross everything very quickly, you know, just a click, and you got it, and you continue. Okay, this was the subject for today. So love is spicy and sweet, and be ready to welcome everything. Be equal to whatever comes. I send you a lot of love and blessings, and have a wonderful, amazing day, and be positive whatever you are experiencing. Jai Gurudev.